Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Ebony and I am going to be sharing with you, particularly over the course of the summer, but hopefully thereafter, tips on how you can really market your direct sales business and how you can really make it a legitimate business in your community. And so I want to jump right in because I'm going to keep these videos short. I know your time is valuable. So the first thing I want to talk about is just kind of the misconception that some customers have with direct sales businesses or multi-level marketing businesses. You know, we still live in this stigma of the pyramid scheme. So I want to talk a little bit about why people feel that way. And one of the reasons is, couple decades ago, there was a problem with pyramid schemes, and pyramid schemes are basically multi-level marketing businesses that don't really have a product. They never really sold anything. It really was a scam. It really was a gimmick, and they became really popular and kind of got shut down. So we don't really have them anymore, but due to a ton of laws, and if you're in the direct sales business, you know that there are tons of laws with the Federal Trades Commission that govern direct sales, right? But a lot of your customers or your potential customers may not. So it's really important that you start marketing your business like a legitimate business, like any other kind of business, rather than saying, I'm in this direct sales business that people automatically assume is a scam. So there are a couple of ways that I've been very successful in doing this, and I want to share a couple of them with you today. The first thing I want to do is tell you a little bit about my business. It started not as a direct sales business. It started as a handbag business, and then I added jewelry, which I became a merchandiser for a small startup company called Chloe and Isabel that has a very unique direct sales model. It is not your traditional direct sales company in the sense that the structure is very different. So we don't have a ton of levels. So it is multi-level in the sense that there is a leadership level and then there are merchandisers below that. So it's like a two-step process, but it doesn't go for generations and generations and generations and generations. So you don't make residual commissions off of other people's recruits. So that's number one. Number two, we're no recruiting business. So there's absolutely no recruiting necessary. If you decide that you would like to be on the leadership team, you apply and you go through more of a corporate structure kind of process. And then once you become a leader or business coach, then you are assigned a team based off of merchandisers who would like to work with you. So they choose you as their mentor and leader, which is really cool because it's a really humbling experience actually. You have women who see what you're doing and want to learn from you. And what they're seeing is your business savvy, right? Your business skills and what you put out there, and they want to learn how to do that and incorporate it into their business. So I have a team of 56, which is really incredible. I mean, one day I had 5, and a couple months later I had 56. So it's really cool, and all of the women are very different. So their whys are different, and that's really important to think about. We'll talk a little bit about the why later in the video, but right now I just wanted to let you know kind of where I'm coming from. So with all that said, there are tons of direct sales companies, right? There's thousands of them, and they all have some things in common, like their direct sales. It's kind of like catalogs back in the day. You look through the catalog. Remember, your grandma would get a ton of catalogs. She'd order stuff. It'd come to her house. Or the vacuum man would stop by, maybe father a child or two. I won't go into that today. But it is a part of my history, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people's. But anyway, the vacuum salesman comes in and he sells you a vacuum, and there you go. So that's the direct sales model. It's you and the company. There's not a ton of a middleman, and that's important because of the wholesale thing. So let's talk about a little bit about wholesale. When you get products wholesale, like Target is going to buy a product, let's say you're an artist and you're going to sell to Target, which really doesn't happen, but let's just say for the sake of this video it does. You're going to sell to Target at a very low price so that they can mark it up to their customer. So going from production to or manufacturing to retail, there's some steps in between, and the products get marked up along those paths. Direct sales, you're not going to have all of that. You're going to go from, especially in our model at Chloe and Isabel, it's really from production to customer. And that's really important because it keeps your prices reasonable for the product. So we sell all luxury brand jewelry like this one, like this necklace here. And if this was sold in, let's say, Macy's, it would probably be 2.5 times more than you're going to get it in a direct sales company. So you really only have two options as a merchant. You can either sell things that are wholesale that aren't of that great quality so that you can keep your costs low and therefore your products low to your customers, or you can have a luxury brand with quality products and do a direct sales model, and that keeps them affordable. So that's kind of how it works, and that's how I got sucked into all this. I got really excited about learning the retail world, but along the way I learned some things about direct sales, some that I knew, some that I didn't. I grew up in a household where I had a mother who did tons of direct sales. Like, she was the Avon lady, she was the Tupperware lady, she was the Park Lane jewelry lady. I mean, I was selling Tupperware when I was like 8. So I was very comfortable in that space, in that world, because I understood it and I knew it, and I knew that it wasn't a scam because I saw the direct results of the hard work. So I don't have that sense of the scam, but others do. So how do you really combat that? Well, I'm going to tell you 3 simple tricks right now. Number 1, don't be spammy. Like, that's the obvious one, right? But tons of direct sales women and men do it. So what do I mean by don't be spammy? Okay, so a lot of times when you see on your Facebook feed, you're gonna see people selling all kinds of stuff nowadays, and you really don't go to Facebook for that. So when you're getting a ton of it, it just already feels spammy. But when you get things that say, message me now and you'll get this, or message me for that, or this is not a test, those things scream spam, and you just want to swipe left. So it leaves a bad taste in your customers' mouths because they don't feel that your marketing is authentic. And we're really moving in this country towards that small business feel, even if it's a big brand. So we really want to see that authenticity come through on your brand. So think about that. Every time you post, be very methodical about what you're posting, and think about if what you're saying and what you're posting is in line with what the message that you really want to portray to your customers, which obviously all of us are really trying to help our customers get really quality products at an affordable price and understand the quality that we're bringing to them. So focus on that. Focus on the quality. If you're running a promotion or a sale, that's great. Market your promotion, market your sale, but be very thoughtful about how you do that. And you don't want to have the exact same message as 10 other representatives in your industry. So when I'm looking through my Facebook feed and I see 10 posts from 10 different women that say the exact same thing, I know that it's either some corporate push that created this marketing piece, or that maybe there's a team leader that's driving this mission, all of which feel spammy and really make me not interested in what they're talking about. And so if you want to keep that authentic feel of your business, try to avoid the spam. Okay, number 2, do not say, join my team, join my team, join my team. It's annoying, okay? People get really turned off, and it screams direct sales scam. Because if you were really focused on the quality products that you're presenting, why do you need a team, right? So when you talk about selling the opportunity, it really feels like a scam and a cult. So avoid it. That doesn't mean you can't grow your business, and that doesn't mean that you can't grow your team. You absolutely can, but think about the way that you're presenting the opportunity. So the whole point of getting people on your team is so that you can have that residual income. And everyone knows that, right? That's not a secret. That is part of the multi-level marketing business. And it's a great model. And really, if you think about it, lots of businesses have this model built in. Think about real estate. You're going to have a broker or a brokerage firm, and then you're going to have brokers, and then you're going to have agents, and then you're going to have assistants. There's tons. That is a multi-level structure, and they get paid commission based on where you are in that structure. So it's not unfamiliar, and it's not a scam, but it seems very scammy when you start saying things like, join my team, join my team, join my team, join my team, be my team, you'll want to be on my team, you're going to miss a lifetime opportunity. Like, okay, no one's going to die if they're not on your team, so kick back and relax and try something more authentic. So what I always like to do, and what I like to coach is lead by example. So show your customers what a great life you are living. Be happy, be authentic, be you, be happy about your business, and be real. And also demonstrate all of the great things you're learning during your journey with entrepreneurship. So when you do that, people are going to start noticing, and they're going to be excited for you and interested in how they too can be free from the 9 to 5. Because as you grow and you get married and you have children, you really need flexibility. So focus on that. Focus on how you are demonstrating how flexibility and this company that you're now working for, or this business that you're now building, is affording you the lifestyle that you've always wanted. So I do not recommend being flashy and showing how much you make, or making all these income statements, or what what a friend of mine and I like to call like subliminal income statements. So instead of saying I made $50,000, you say, look at this luxury vacation I did. Like, okay, give me a break, right? But instead, you know, take pictures of your family and out and about, and if you get new shoes, walk around in them. You don't have to say it. You don't have to say, this is the meal that such and such provided for me. Like, give me a break, dude. It's not hot. Like, that's just so annoying. No one's buying it, especially when you're posting a restaurant that everyone can afford, okay? It's a $10 burger. Nobody cares if your wrap's paid for it. Like, it's ridiculous. So instead of doing that, just try to show the flexibility the opportunity affords you, how much fun you're able to have with your newfound freedom, and how and demonstrate your financial freedom by doing things like helping do fundraisers and giving back in charity, and really showing people that you're living a quality life, because people really are attracted to that. Okay, and my biggest one is number 3, share your journey. Again, instead of doing a lot of spamminess, I don't know if that's a word, but whatever. Okay, instead of that, just share your journey. People really care about you. They don't care about your product, and they don't care about this company that's pie in the sky they've never heard of, okay? They care about you. What are you doing? Why did you do this? Why is this important to you? People care about that, especially your friends and family, which those are really the people that are on your Facebook. So be mindful of that. If you are on Instagram or some other social media platform where you're going to be reaching a lot of strangers, then maybe you focus on your products and your sales points and your promotions, maybe. You know, that makes sense. But on Facebook, you're talking to your friends and family. We know you. We know you're not rich. So why are you saying that you are making it seem like you are? Like, don't do that, because it screams hella fraud and no one believes you. And then you go back to that feeling that this is not an authentic business, it's a scam. So be real, right? Like, that's what your friends and family want to see. They want to see your journey, your highs and your lows. And I say that to say that it's important to be transparent with your friends and family. You don't always have to tell them, I'm doing great, I'm doing great, I'm doing great. If you're having a bad month, you can say, you know, this month wasn't great, but next month, I'm going to really rock it. That's okay. Everyone doesn't expect you to be perfect. And everyone doesn't expect you to be the best business person after 6 weeks. You know, you've got to give it some time, but share your journey along the way and tell your friends and family what you're learning. They really want to know. So for me, I've learned so much about business. And I really think that being in a direct sales company gives you a small taste. It gives you a little nibble before you take a bite and you learn how to run a huge corporation. You really want to learn how to run this small business. So not only share your journey, but also teach others, whether it's in your industry or outside, like how to do it too, and like what you're learning along the way. People are interested. So those are my 3 tips. I hope you can get some value out of them. If you have any questions, then please feel free to email me at bosslady@Ms.CandiBaby.com. And you can visit my website where I have workshops, and you can see all of the cool things I have for sale this summer. And also I have a guest blog, so if you would like to blog on some interesting topics, we do lifestyle, beauty, and fashion. I'd love to hear from you. And you can find all of that again at www.Ms.CandiBaby.com. Thanks.